the channel. I know most of my audience is United Kingdom, USA and Australian, France, Germany. I'm gonna rephrase. I know most of my audience is worldwide. Today we are on a mission to build something I can ride on my BMX and my dirt jump bike in this time of lockdown. We have put one of the transitions up. We're basically gonna put one here. We're gonna put one here. All we gotta do now is stitch these long timbers into the center like this. And basically we've got a 14-foot wide first half of our vert wall / Elvis style ramp. It is approximately the evening and that has took me all day. Come and check it out. It is sitting at a staggering 14-foot wide, fully timbered, pallets holding the timbers on the top for the boards and timbers at the back going into the ground. It is really solid, to be honest. It's quite good, actually pretty hyped on it. Tomorrow is a new day, probably in this video still. We're gonna hopefully get the base put out after this ramp and fingers crossed we're gonna board this and ride it. Who knows if we'll get to do that? We will find out tomorrow. Hello and welcome to a new day. When you're watching this video, everybody is isolated in the UK. I think most places in the world are isolated. So we've been making use of all of the old stuff we've had lying around the garden. We've got piles of pallets, we've got a lot of pallets down there, we've got plywood, we've actually got a massive stack of plywood, so this project's looking quite likely at this point. Come and check this out. So began the base after the jump box. It's all sort of in place as much as it can be. I do want this to ride and feel like a backyard ramp, but way nicer looking and smoother than the previous ramps that you've seen me build. This is actually what it's going to look like when it's complete. As you can see, we've laid the first plyboard on and it's like sort of like a mellow vert wall. So it's vertical, but we've laid it back a tiny bit. I actually did this by putting the pallets in the back, laid the pallets in, screwed them onto like 3 of the ramp timbers, and then did the supporting legs straight to the ground and supported them at the top and bottom. I'm going to get all 4 of these plyboards on because they're an absolute headache to put on, to be quite frank. And then, fingers crossed, I'm hoping by the end of this video today I can actually have this all plied and hop on and ride it and stuff. We will see. Try not to lose your absolute mind, but check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4 boards on the top half. It's all birch as well, which is outdoor ply. It looks super solid. Shout out everybody that's continued to support Owner. We are remaining open as post offices are open, and we're being sure to do all the regular checks, cleaning everything down before we do everything with the garments. Actually, at the point where we're reusing screws on self-isolation. Basically, in lockdown in the UK, screws are becoming a valuable asset. So we've actually took this down and used the screws out of it. But look how much we've got done. Check it out. Okay, so as you can see, it is day 3. Check it out, it's fully skinned, ready to session on the BMX. Today we are going to do some riding. We've actually put this little sketchy channel in here, just to get to that, to turn around and session the, you could say it's a vert wall of some sort, or like an Elvis. It's pretty sick, it's got birch on it. Nice and steep, nice and high. The plan is, we're going to put a jump box lip here. So basically this is where the jump box lip's going to start. Here. So for now, ignore this sketchy bit. This is just so I can session this on its own without a jump box lip. Any ideas, suggestions, future plans for the build? Let me know in the comments below. Some people were suggesting putting a box and a spine in. I don't think that'll work next to each other because I don't want to compromise both of them just to have both of them, if that makes sense. I would rather have one, but it be amazing. So, anyways, we're gonna ride the vert wall. If you are hyped on the vert wall and you're hyped on today's video, give us a like. Make sure you turn your notifications button on. Let's go. I have no idea how it's gonna ride. So smooth. It's actually so smooth. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is so smooth. That's amazing. It's sketchy all the way to there. Once you get onto this stuff, it's like a teaser of what the ramp's gonna be like. It looks like somebody commented saying a tornado's ripped through mainland, but we have got all the wood in the right piles, and all that wood you see down there is feeding this new project, which will be so much better than what was in the garden. So basically, excuse the mess in the garden that won't be there once we've got the jump box and the quarter pipe. There probably won't even be any wood left, so it's going well. I'm gonna flare this. So chill. Oh! Hey! It's so good. For like old reused wood, I think the wood's third. Some of it is fourth hand. Everything's single skinned but with really solid wood. So in the past when I've built stuff, I've done like 2 layers of 6mm. This is all 9mm birch. Like, just for me to ride, there's no way it needs to have more than that on it. It feels so solid, it's insane. I'm so hyped on this. It feels so crusty going into all that stuff from this though. That's what I will say. The pallet base is actually quite smooth. I didn't know how the pallets would perform as an overall base. The beauty of this though is like, it's so easy to replace bits. So that runs so smooth. And we can just replace any bits that break or whatever. It's pretty chilled. That was really cool, that 360 foot plant fakey thing. Okay, next. I swear, this is like a 10 out of 10. It is so good. I can't believe it. I wish I would have built this the whole time in the garden, but you have to remember on the big bikes, I had to put mesh on everything, and this is quite steep for the winter. But the plan is I'm gonna build this legit, and then just every now and again resurface the whole thing. And I'll always have like a pretty much like a proper skate park type setup to ride in the garden all year. I'm really happy with it actually. So smooth. Honestly. That's crazy achievement in the lockdown. Reused wood. Pallets. 10 out of 10. I'm so hyped. That right there is going to conclude today's sesh. Not because I'm not riding it anymore, but I just want to enjoy it right now. for a couple of hours, and then we're gonna begin the box slip. This place is gonna be insane. I really do mean that. I've said it a lot in the past, and I've built things more probably towards content. So I've been like, let's build this jump and ride it for a video next. But this thing, I want to build it like for myself to ride. Obviously, I'll make the videos every time I normally would, but I think this thing's like, this is coming from the heart type of build. It's sick. I like it. That's going to end today's video. Make sure you go and check out Owner Official. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next vid. Peace out.